We live in an age where influence is currency. Social media has created a new class of celebrities who can turn their followers into fortunes. But what happens when that influence is used to deceive? When the carefully curated images of success are built on foundations of fraud? Take a look at this photo. A man poses in front of a private jet, designer clothes worth more than a house, flashing a smile that says, "I've made it." His Instagram followers numbered in the millions, his lifestyle was the envy of the internet. But that jet, those clothes, that success, it was all funded by one of the biggest cyber fraud schemes in history. This is the story of how influencers turned their followers into fortunes and victims. From Dubai penthouses to crypto empires, from Vegas casinos to Russian crypto queens and your favorite YouTubers, we're going to uncover 6 of the most fascinating scams that show just how far people will go to maintain the illusion of success. Let's start with the man in that photo, Ramon Abbas, better known to his millions of followers as Hushpuppi. In 2020, he lived in a penthouse at the Palazzo Versace, Dubai. His Instagram was a constant stream of private jets, luxury cars, and designer everything. He posed with celebrities, flew first class, and flaunted a lifestyle that seemed too good to be true. It was. Behind the glamorous Instagram posts, Hushpuppi was running one of the most sophisticated cybercrime operations the FBI had ever seen. His specialty? Business email compromise scams, or BECs. Here's how it worked. First, his team would hack into a company's email system. They'd study the communication patterns, the language they used, the ongoing deals, and then they'd wait for the perfect moment, usually when a large payment was about to be made. That's when Hushpuppi's team would strike. They'd send fake emails that looked exactly like the real ones, but with one difference. The bank account details were changed to accounts they controlled. The victims, thinking they were sending their money to legitimate business partners, would transfer millions to Hushpuppi's network of accounts. One of their biggest targets, a US law firm. The scheme was brilliant in its simplicity. They interpreted emails about a client's $15 million loan, then sent fake payment instructions. The law firm wired $922,857 to Hushpuppi's accounts. He immediately spent $230,000 of it on a Richard Mille watch, which he promptly showed off on Instagram. In June 2020, it all came crashing down. Dubai police launched Operation Fox Hunt 2. When they raided Hushpuppi's apartment, the scale of his operation became clear. $40 million in cash, 13 luxury cars worth $7 million, 21 laptops, 47 smartphones, and 800,000 emails from potential victims. But the raid revealed something even more stunning. Hushpuppi wasn't just scamming companies, he was working with North Korean hackers to launder money stolen from banks. In one case, they helped steal $14.7 million from a bank in Malta, creating such chaos that the country's prime minister had to address parliament about it. The most audacious attempt? A scheme to steal $124 million from an English Premier League club. This time, Hushpuppi's team crafted fake emails pretending to be from the club sponsors, trying to redirect massive sponsorship payments to their own accounts. By the time he was sentenced in 2022, prosecutors had uncovered hundreds of millions in attempted fraud. The Instagram influencer who loved showing off his private jets and designer clothes is now serving 11 years in a federal prison. All those luxury cars? Seized. The Palazzo Versace penthouse? Gone. Even his passport from St. Kitts and Nevis, which he obtained through a sham marriage, was exposed as fraudulent. The only thing left are his Instagram photos, frozen in time, showing a lifestyle that was funded by one of the most sophisticated cyber fraud operations in history. But if you think that's big, wait until you hear about our next story. In 2022, a different kind of influencer was taking the world by storm. His name was Sam Bankman-Fried, though everyone called him SBF. He didn't pose with luxury cars or designer clothes. Instead, he wore shorts and t-shirts, drove a Toyota Corolla, and claimed he was going to give away his fortune to charity. This wasn't your typical influencer story. SBF was the founder of FTX, one of the world's largest cryptocurrency exchanges. He appeared on magazine covers, testified before Congress, and was worth $26 billion before he turned 30. He donated millions to politicians from both parties and promoted himself as the ethical face of crypto. But in November 2022, it all came crashing down. You see, FTX was much more than a simple cryptocurrency exchange. It had a sister company called Alameda Research, a crypto trading firm that SBF had founded earlier. He told everyone these companies were separate. He promised customers their money was safe, protected, segregated from company assets. He claimed Alameda had no special privileges on FTX. Of course, it was all a lie. In reality, SBF had built a secret backdoor into FTX's code that allowed Alameda to spend customer money like it was their own personal piggy bank. When customers deposited funds on FTX thinking they were safely storing their crypto, that money was secretly being funneled to Alameda. And what did Alameda do with these stolen billions? They made massive, risky trades. They bought luxury real estate in the Bahamas. That's where the money they donated to political campaigns came from. They even invested in dozens of crypto startups. When those bets went wrong, they just took more customer money to cover the losses. By November 2022, the house of cards was wobbling. A competitor published documents showing Alameda's balance sheet was built on cryptocurrency that FTX had created out of thin air. Customers rushed to withdraw their money, but it wasn't there. Alameda had already spent it. In just 48 hours, FTX went from being valued at $32 billion to bankruptcy. The truth spilled out. $8 billion in customer funds had vanished. The scruffy guy in shorts who claimed to sleep on a beanbag at his office had secretly funneled a lifestyle of excess in a $30 million Bahamas penthouse while using customer money to build a crypto empire built on fraud. In March 2024, the verdict came down: 25 years in prison. The judge found that FTX customers lost $8 billion, investors lost $1.7 billion, and lenders lost $1.3 billion. That's $11 billion in total losses, making it one of the largest financial frauds in US history. But perhaps the most audacious cryptocurrency scam in history wasn't run by a man in shorts, but by a woman who was known as the Crypto Queen. Her name was Dr. Ruha Ignatova, and she created OneCoin, a fraud so massive it would eventually steal $4 billion from victims worldwide. Back in 2016, Crypto Queen was on stage at Wembley Arena in London. She's wearing a flowing red dress, diamond earrings, and bright red lipstick. Thousands of people are cheering as she promises them that OneCoin will make them all rich. In 2 years, nobody will speak about Bitcoin anymore, she declares. But here's the thing, OneCoin wasn't even a real cryptocurrency. While Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies use blockchain technology that anyone can verify, OneCoin existed on a centralized database in Bulgaria. There was no blockchain, no real mining, nothing but elaborate smoke and mirrors. But that didn't stop Crypto Queen from building one of the most sophisticated pyramid schemes in history. So, instead of selling cryptocurrency directly, OneCoin sold educational packages about cryptocurrency, ranging from €100 to an astounding 118,000 euros. Each package came with tokens that could supposedly be used to mine OneCoins, but remember, there was no actual mining happening. The educational material, much of it was plagiarized from Wikipedia. The real genius of the scam was in its structure. OneCoin created its own internal marketplace called XCoinX, where people could exchange their OneCoins for euros, but there were strict daily limits on how much you could sell. Meanwhile, recruiters were incentivized to bring in new investors, creating a classic pyramid scheme that spread across the globe. By 2017, the scheme had reached its peak. OneCoin had offices in Sofia, Bulgaria, and had spread to nearly every continent. But then, something strange happened. In October of 2017, Crypto Queen boarded a flight from Sofia to Athens and vanished. She disappeared just as a secret US warrant was filed for her arrest. Today, she's on the FBI's 10 most wanted list with a $100,000 reward for information leading to her arrest. Europol has offered an additional €5,000. But the story doesn't end there. Her brother Konstantin Ignatov took over the company, only to be arrested at Los Angeles International Airport in 2019. He pleaded guilty and faces up to 90 years in prison. The company's co-founder, Sebastian Greenwood, was sentenced to 20 years in federal prison. Here's the true scale of the fraud. $4 billion stolen worldwide. In China alone, authorities recovered 1.7 billion won, that's about 267.5 million US, and prosecuted 98 people. Today, Crypto Queen remains at large, potentially hiding in Frankfurt under a false identity, or as journalists speculate, she might have met a more sinister end. But she's not the only beauty who's stolen millions in the crypto world. Meet Valerina Fedjikina, the 24-year-old Russian influencer known as the Queen of Crypto, or BitMama. She presented herself as a cryptocurrency expert with offices in Moscow, Dubai, Monaco, Serbia, and Turkey. Her social media presence was immaculate, projecting the image of a successful young entrepreneur. Unlike most crypto scammers who hide behind complex technical jargon, Queen of Crypto scheme was built on a surprisingly simple premise, exploiting Russia's banking restrictions. She approached wealthy Russian investors with a compelling pitch. Due to international sanctions, they couldn't easily move their money abroad or invest in certain markets, but the Queen of Crypto claimed she had a solution. She could help them transfer their funds to Dubai crypto accounts, bypassing all banking restrictions. The hook? She promised them a 1% bonus on top of their investment once the money was converted to cryptocurrency. It was a masterclass in social engineering. She wasn't just selling crypto, she was selling a way around the system. To make her operation seem legitimate, she created fake companies claiming to have offices in major financial centers. She showed potential investors fabricated trading accounts with massive profits. Some victims reported seeing accounts showing tens of millions in successful trades, all of it fake. One victim alone reported losing $70 million to her scheme. But that was just the tip of the iceberg. In total, Russian authorities say she managed to steal $22 million in just 8 weeks. That's about $400,000 per day. In September 2023, she tried to board a flight to the United Arab Emirates. Russian authorities arrested her. She was 6 months pregnant at the time, and she now faces up to 10 years in prison. But if you think that's clever, wait until you hear about the next story. Let's go back to September 22nd, 1992, the Stardust Casino in Las Vegas. A regular day at one of the Strip's most famous casinos. Except that day, something extraordinary happened. $500,000 in cash and chips simply vanished, along with a quiet, unassuming cashier named Bill Brennan. This wasn't a dramatic heist. Unlike most casino thieves, Brennan didn't need elaborate schemes or high-tech equipment. He didn't wave a gun or wear a mask. He didn't even have to break any locks. As a cashier at the casino sportsbook, he already had access to everything he needed, and he just walked out of the casino with $500,000 and disappeared forever. No security cameras caught him, no one saw him leave, he just vanished. What made Brennan the perfect thief? He was forgettable, and that was his superpower. His colleagues at the Stardust described him as neat, calm, and completely unremarkable. Even Richard Saber, the sportsbook manager who worked alongside him for years, barely knew anything about him. No girlfriend, no close friends, no real connections to anyone. When police searched his apartment, they found books about how to change your identity and start a new life. Even his cat was gone. He'd taken it with him. His colleagues remembered a mysterious betting client who had disappeared a few months earlier. Some think Brennan was forced to steal the money and was killed. Others believe he escaped to Mexico or Canada. To this day, Bill Brennan's name remains on the FBI's most wanted list, and the $500,000 has never been found. It's one of Las Vegas's greatest unsolved mysteries. Now for the last spot. Imagine discovering that one of the most trusted names on YouTube, a company that worked with virtually every major creator you follow, was secretly running what might be the biggest scam in internet history. Yes, this is the story of Honey, the browser extension that promised to save you money while silently stealing from both creators and consumers alike. If you've watched YouTube in the past year, you've definitely heard this pitch. This video is sponsored by Honey, a free browser extension that automatically finds and applies the best coupon codes when you shop online. It seemed perfect, too perfect, as we'd later discover. Honey became one of YouTube's biggest success stories. They sponsored over 5,000 videos, reaching nearly 8 billion views. Every major creator you can think of promoted them: Mr. Beast, Markiplier, MKBHD, and countless others. They were the dream sponsor, easy to work with, offering a free product that actually seemed useful. PayPal believed in them so much, they bought the company for $4 billion in 2020. The extension grew to over 17 million users. Everything seemed perfect until a YouTuber named Megalag started digging deeper. It seems that behind their user-friendly interface, Honey was running 2 separate scams simultaneously. First, there's the affiliate fraud. You see, when content creators recommended products, they use special affiliate links. When you click that link and buy something, the creator gets a small commission. It's a crucial part of how some creators make money. But Honey had built a secret feature into their extension. Whenever someone with Honey installed made a purchase, any purchase, the extension would silently replace the creator's affiliate link with their own. Even if you specifically clicked a creator's link because you wanted to support them, Honey would steal that commission at the last second. But that's just the first layer of the scam. The second part targeted consumers daily. While telling users they were getting the best coupon codes, Honey was making secret deals with retail. They'd approach stores with this pitch: partner with us and you can control which coupon codes our users see. In other words, if there was a 20% off coupon code floating around online, retailers could pay Honey to make sure users only saw the 3% discount instead. It was a perfect double cross, telling customers they were getting the best deals while telling retailers they could prevent customers from getting the best deals. The scale of this deception? Well, let's make the count. YouTube advertising alone was worth $30 billion in 2023. and affiliate marketing could double that number. The amount of money potentially stolen from creators could be in the hundreds of millions of dollars. So there you have it, 6 scams, billions of dollars, millions of victims. From Dubai penthouses to Vegas casinos, from crypto empires to browser extensions, the faces change, but the game stays the same. Turn influence into profit at any cost. So what do you think about these scams? Are there any that surprised you? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Thanks guys.